Let's get to it. David, ticket text, and we'll go to the people.
Yes, it's time to panic. SOL, Bob from Burton.
Can we stop with the SOL? Christ, you haven't been 9-3 since 62. How is that SO anything?
Yes, it's full panic after yesterday. I'm opening the door for Hooker to win the starting job next year. Okay.
I'm glad you are.
It's not panic in Detroit. It's more of the same. I just think it's 60 years of ineptitude. People are used to them collapsing like a lawn chair.
How are you collapsing when you're never in a position to collapse? That's like a homeless man going broke. He was never in the position to.
Well, here's a little bit of the latest news from Dan Campbell. Apparently, James Houston and C.J. Gardner-Johnson looking at late December, maybe early January for a return.
So the last game of the year.
They desperately need reinforcements. But if you're pinning your hopes to someone who hasn't played in months to then go out and give you 60 defensive snaps,
I get the rust off.
That's tough, man. David, then we'll go to the people. Go ahead.
Someone says, glad we landed DPJ at the trade deadline. We'll be lucky to win another game this year. That is Paul from Detroit.
Listen, I will always disagree with Brad Holmes' approach to adding nothing. It wasn't selling your future. It was building your present. You know, look at Dallas. Great example. Dallas gave up a 5th-round pick in the offseason to get Stephon Gilmore. Do you know who I saw running with A.J. Brown last night and largely taking him out of that game? Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah, he did.
Like, there are moves you have to make. Off-season, in-season. Like, I just feel like they are too comfortable. Well, we have our guys. There were opportunities to get better. Montez Sweat was the guy I wanted. Chase Young was secondary. They both were available for less than a first-round pick. Tell me again how you wouldn't be better. It's crazy to me. Let's go to the people. Travis leads us off on a Monday. What's up, Travis?
What's up, fellas? Yes, it is panic in Motown. I'm pushing all buttons, all panic buttons.
Oh.
Look, man, Pete, listen, I was at the game, not being braggadocious, excellent seats. I was between the 10 and the 5-yard line, 2 rows up. I got to see that first half interception. He looked like a deer in headlights. He was trying to attempt to pass to Laporta, and he just threw a lame duck. The reason, man, we getting ready to moonwalk into the playoffs. Jared Goff needs to go watch Footloose, Dirty Dancing or something. He has no footwork at all. Man, that's it. I just wanted to say, man, that it's panic mode, man. And shame on us for not getting one of those free agents, man. So y'all have a good show. Thanks for my call, man.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this. Look, the Goff thing, there's a fine line when we give quarterbacks credit for throwing into traffic and getting a completion. And then if it doesn't happen, we blast them like that dude was never open. You know what you're seeing a lot of right now? Jared Goff is throwing it into some serious high traffic areas. He had one completion to Laporta. I still can't believe it wasn't an interception. He threw that ball. He damn near got Amon-Ra killed a couple times. Oh, he's protecting him by throwing it at his toes. Like there's just a lot happening here, and I don't want to do the lazy sports radio thing, but guys, I've already said for weeks, you are an offensive football team. It is going to be on your quarterback. That's not unfair for me to say it. Goff has got to be exponentially better than what we've got in the last month.
No, I think it's fair, Mike, because there are times, where you got to lean on your defense. Like, basically, that's where the Chiefs are right now. We got to stop teams. We got to hold them and try to keep them under 20 points, and maybe we'll win this game. For the Lions, you're missing a lot of your key defensive players. Lee McNeil, he's not there, and you saw his lack of presence on that defensive line. It is going to be up to Jared Goff and the offense and Ben Johnson. Go out there and score some points. And you're going to have to win some shootout games. You're going to have to win very similar to the way you beat the Chargers, where you just got to put up 35 to maybe 40 points. But I also think you got to be smart about it, and you can't just be going for it like Dan Campbell did early in that fourth quarter. That still was like, why?
I think defending Dan Campbell's decision for going for it in the fourth, they didn't lose because of it. They were already losing and likely to lose. but it reeks of desperation.
Yep.
The other angle, too, please do not call in about the intentional grounding. Please. It's 4th and 13. The Bears are out there to draw you offsides. And like idiots, you did go offsides. And then gave up a 50-yard YOLO bomb. I don't want to hear from you today. I don't want to hear about the
because if you're going to jump offside, then just go and grab the quarterback.
Oh, it should have been illegal touching. You know what else should be illegal? Jerry Jacobs man up on DJ Moore with no help. Just save it and call another show with it. Let's go to Herman, 97.1. Herm, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good, hey. Herman. What's the word?
Listener, first time caller.
Welcome aboard. What's on your mind?
Thanks. I was wondering about. I've watched every Lions game. I watched it, and I noticed a trend. On the first downs of every series, they usually run the ball. I rarely see them do a pass. There's no pass option. I mean, every now and then they'll throw a screen pass, but still, a majority of the time when a new series of downs come up, the first play is a running play. Maybe the second time is a running play. Then they go to a pass. Then they flip a coin. So what the fourth down is going to be. But if I can see that, the other team will see that. They're worried about first down, stopping the run. You end up with 1-2 yards. Yeah, because they know you're going to run. How about Herman, pass over the middle every now and then?
Herman, here's what I'll tell you. Kind of back up for a minute. Let's do this. There have been issues with first down play calling now for a month. There have been issues with red zone play calling. The bigger picture is this. Here are your second half possessions in a divisional game on the road. Ready? Punt, 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 fumble, downs, interception. Like, you can call runs, passes, flip a coin, do whatever you want. You will beat no one in this league when your second half looks that way. Then show me 8 penalties.
I agree.
Then show me 3 turnovers. So, like, I can't even arrive at, like, a singular play call I'm upset about. Herman, Ben Johnson's red zone play calling, and on first down specifically, they've made their hard play action, hitting people down the field. Teams are kind of taking that away a little bit. And ever since Ragnow got hurt, you can't run it. Not consistently. It's a huge problem.
Yeah, you're right.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's maybe why they leaned a little bit more on Gibbs, because I thought that this was a Montgomery type of game, but Gibbs, just take it to the outside, make spin move, make some people miss because we can't run it between the tackles.
Even him. He dropped the touchdown. Yeah. That screen pass, I know it's hard to say it's 40 yards out. Rico, that was a big gain. There are moments, man, you get 5 or 6 plays.
Right.
That's what you get.
He may not have scored, but it would have been a game changer. You would have flipped that. You would have been very close to scoring a touchdown, if not scoring.
And the Glasgow snap, they had 2 bad snaps. One of them was with Goff, and you want to blame the quarterback, blame it. It's on the exchange. Both guys are culpable. Glasgow's not a center. Here's the other one. You also had an extra point where that whole exchange was wonky. I mean, think about the bigger picture. If I said to you, I don't care who you're playing, you're going to miss an extra point, you're going to fumble a snap, you're going to throw 2 picks, you're going to have 8 penalties, you're going to go offsides on a 4th and 13 and give up a 50-yard touchdown, you're going to go, we're not beating anybody.
Correct.
You're not playing good football. That's all this is. Now, you come home against the Broncos. Do I think they're great? No. I'm not even sure they're good. But they're playing good football. Their defense somehow has gone from clown car giving up 70, and they still don't tackle well. But they're generating pressure, they're making plays, they have a lockdown corner, and offensively they're doing just enough. If you play this brand of football, you're losing Saturday night.
Right. And it's the brand of football you've been playing since the Ravens game.
What a way to cap a segment. Kenny, how are those fries?